So all the whole Remy and Pap situation, none of it was true.
I don't have nothing to do with that.
Okay.
Yeah, I have been open in all my relationships that I've had.
Mm-hmm.
All of them.
Well,
I mean, I
look.
probably have 4 boyfriends online so far.
It's just I don't know.
I don't know.
They're both
man.
nice.
They both
but
nice.
it would have to be new lyrics now. Right? Because
Do any of you believe that Remy Ma is genuinely holding Papoose captive? Why is this man pleading for a divorce in light of her refusal to let him go? Claressa Shields was prepared to enter the ring and show her that this isn't only about love by actually throwing some hands and some balls. What the hell is Papoose going to do with that bag of alimony? Recall, however, that he held Remy down during her incarceration, thereby preserving her reputation. Because she's out here earning money and living comfortably with the black captain, who happens to be. Put 2 younger women in her place. Since things are becoming messy and Remy is still refusing to let Papoose go, let's all get involved. Claressa Shields recently expressed her love for her lover, Papoose, in the most adorable way imaginable. Her birthday message on Instagram caused everyone to stop and say, "Oh man, happy birthday, King. Papoose, you're exceptional. God grant you many more years and even faster hands on your birthday, which is today. I am immensely thankful for your life, love, encouragement, laughter, and music." Despite all the rumors, Papoose hasn't proposed yet because Remy Ma is out there in the dark about those divorce papers. In public, Papoose has stated that he has been requesting this divorce on numerous occasions. And we're not just talking about once or twice. It's not that he hasn't tried. Let's agree. Remy Ma's daughter is not simply a constant source of dispute, but this goes beyond mere conjecture. Recipients are available. Can anyone recall the moment Remy made the text between Claressa and Papoose public? Claressa was obviously upset that Pap had not informed her that he had made it home safely, and the message stated that the tea was hot, as everyone remembers. She was upfront and stated, "You are the one who was married, so if you can't at least sleep on the phone with me or be with me in person, it shouldn't be a big deal to let me know that you made it home safe." But Remy took it a step further and said that Pap had threatened to get in touch with the home. Papoose, of course, refuted all of that, but he did say that Remy is distressed because he has moved on. While they were becoming friends around Christmas 2023, Remy openly announced her love for E, the block captain, in that rap fight that we all remember. Even though you're in love with someone else, you still refuse to let Pap go. Everybody makes sense.
Don't you love me? See right there, that's the punchline.
There's more though, if you felt that was messy. In addition to having goals for one another, Claressa and Pap also gave a glimpse into their romantic life when they went to Hawaii for Valentine's Day and were having a great time. They were photographed enjoying the heat and atmosphere though, and Pap was there to kick off the first Hawaii Fest. Because Pap is always busy with his business, you may know that even during his romantic retreat, he had the time to write on Threads to keep everyone updated on the situation. In addition to setting records this year, the concert was fantastic and featured several celebrities.
Touchdown today. You ready? There you go.
So, okay, Mr. Pap. While Pap was out here securing a bag, Claressa was securing hearts. She posted a sweet clip of her serenading her man on the beach. Just the 2 of us. We can make it if we try. Y'all, the love was corny, but real.
Just the 2 of us. We can make.
As Papoose went out to retrieve a bag, Claressa was securing hearts. To her partner, she shared a charming video of herself singing on the beach. "You know, we can try to make it. the love was real, even though it had been forced.
We can make it if we try.
But they weren't alone themselves because here's where the seriousness starts. Tell on the Street suggests that the goal was to formally announce the romantic retreat that Pap had been planning for a while. Before his vacation, Papoose allegedly planned to complete his divorce from me so that on Valentine's Day, he could have his big moment and propose to Claressa. Is Hawaii unthinkable? Love and vibrations would have filled the air, making it ideal, but guess who had to wreck it? For what reason did Remy Ma do that foolish thing? Remember when Pat did a show while Claressa was entering the ring for her boxing match? Watching Remy come up and show out for a different woman like that must be keeping Pat from moving on because he is currently lacking a whole new level of love and care. Playing games and preventing Pat from moving on, easy, the block captain and Remy's new BO, isn't working out the way she wants it to. However, you also need to consider whether Remy's strong bond to him is another factor at play here, or if this is just her being a bitter ex. Guys, I'm going to donate. Remy is reportedly hesitating to sign the divorce papers since she knows Pap would want the alimony package and isn't making an effort to pay the money. When one spouse earns more money than the other, the less fortunate spouse typically receives spousal assistance, also known as alimony. Let's not pretend that Pap wasn't responsible for setting it up all those years. Contributions made throughout the union more than 10 years or 11 years were spent together, according to Remy and Pap's history. The couple began dating in 2004 and were married in 2008. However, their romance ended in 2012. However, the most bizarre aspect is that in 2008, while Remy was incarcerated, they were married over the phone. I'm not sure what else could be considered dedication. Papoose witnessed Remy's 2008 prison sentence, and they even celebrated their love with a public wedding ceremony in 2015. Remy Mackenzie, their daughter, was born in 2018.
Smart, intelligent woman I ever met in my life. I love you more than anything in the world, as you know.
You know if I'll marry you again?
What I want to say is, will you marry me again?
Let's talk about money because things get really hazy at this stage. When it comes to determining who needs help, Papoose has the case because he helped Remy get through some of the most difficult periods in her life. Remy. Examining the divorce documents, Ma is aware that Pap will probably get those alimony payments because her estimated net worth is $4 million, far more than Pap's. Remy makes a substantial living via her apparel line, reality TV appearances, and record labels. Her 2006 debut album, which was based on genuine stories, was likewise warmly welcomed by reviewers. Despite not achieving the same level of fame as some of her peers, she was acknowledged. She has garnered 4 nominations and 1 BET Award for Best Female Hip-Hop Artist.
I want to thank God first and foremost. I've been through a lot. To everybody who think there's no such thing as second chances, I'm here to...
However, let's be honest. Remy kept up her career in the music industry while she was incarcerated. During her time in prison, she produced multiple mixtapes, and you know who was out there promoting and making money off of them. When she was unable to do it herself, he was able to keep the money coming in, promote her music, and ensure that people didn't forget about her. It's genuine labor and genuine affection, and you can be sure Remy earned a respectable livelihood from it.
After you guys sent this, because you just knew he was, you just knew he was on it. And I thought that was like a real stand-up thing to do.
He's one of a kind.
Together with Papoose, she brought their love story to the small screen in 2014 as she made her debut on VH1's Love and Hip Hop New York. While they were doing several spin-offs, guess who was there to make sure that checks were made? In addition to being a supporting character, P served as a plot point, and his struggles, love, and family captivated viewers. It's true that Pap helped pay those TV checks because he was just as much of the show's star as Remy.
It was dope. Besides the great performances, it was one small, tiny, itsy-bitsy incident with Ra and one of Andy's friends, but it was nothing.
Trying to sweep someone under the rug?
It was one little fight. Nowhere near me.
After all, Papoose was actively promoting the brand by wearing the clothes to events to make sure people saw them and to promote the company. People pay influencers a lot of money for this kind of advertising, so when we talk about Remy's compensation, we also get to talk about how much Pap was working behind the scenes to help build the brand. Consequently, the Remy Ma collection was merely another bag when Remy launched it in 2018, but Pap was also involved. Support for imprisoned women and their families was provided by a portion of the funds donated.
My presence, Miss Remy Ma, Mr. Papoose, really the hip-hop's Hollywood couple right now. Y'all need your own show.
At this stage, things get much trickier. As Remy was in prison, Papoose took on the role of a father figure to her then teenage son, Jason Scott. Pap embarked on this important duty without hesitation, but when Remy was set free, things took a very bad turn. Jason was arrested on first-degree murder charges and other charges related to the death in Queens, New York, in 2021. Yes, that is a horrible situation, but it simply shows how much stability Pap was providing you with while Remy was elsewhere. It is impossible to understand the fact that he was caring for her child, keeping the house together, and preserving everything.
23-year-old Jason Scott has been arrested in connection to a in Queens that dates back to 2021. Investigators are looking into the possibility.
Remy's awareness that Pap has a strong case for alimony is made clearer when we discuss this divorce and her tardiness. Except for Claressa. Since Remy is driving out her wedding story here, she is angry over everything. Claressa isn't the kind to sit quietly when things don't work out. Remind yourself that she and Pap are not just having a casual relationship. Referring to Papoose as her king, Claressa publicly professes her love and unwavering loyalty to him.
Really, really hard. But I'm happy to, love somebody who wanna, love somebody back. You know what I'm saying? He is just such a sweetheart. Ain't nobody tell him to tie my goddamn boot either, but he said it wasn't laced right, so he laced it right. It was so funny.
However, they're now stuck. Pat is still legally married to a woman. Therefore, Claressa is unable to even pursue a relationship with him. Imagine being ready to start a new life with someone, but then encountering a giant obstacle that keeps getting in the way. Let's be honest for a second. If any woman were in Claressa's position, she would be furious. Remy keeps hiding in their shadow and stirring up trouble whenever she can, which makes matters worse. What she is doing is helping this man and becoming engaged in his conflict with his ex. It is